Alright guys, and I'm back for this week's video, and I think by now you can tell that I like to produce short, digestible videos for you to enjoy. On a recent trip to Florida, we decided to do a collaboration with a professional dancer by the name of Diana. And the concept was to use very light tones and very soft colors. So we decided to go with two looks, with a white dress and a pink dress. Now what I like to do when I shoot portraits on location is that I like to expose for the ambient light, and then I introduce flash. Typically what I do is that I place the sun behind the subject. That way it separates them from the background. It also acts like a second light, and then once I use my light, it looks like a two light setup. Now one thing you want to keep in mind is that if you don't have flash, you can still get away with this technique, but obviously when you expose properly for the face, everything behind the model is going to be blown out. If you're planning to use flash and you want to use this technique, you want to make sure that your flash has the ability to have Hypersync technology, which means you can shoot at a shutter speed higher than 1/200 or even sometimes 1/250th of a second, and it will still be properly exposed. Whereas if you don't have that technology, you're going to get that little black bar either at the bottom or at the top of the frame, and that's because the shutter cannot keep up with the flash speed. Personally, I don't like shooting when the sun is out. I typically like to shoot when it's already going down or in shaded areas or when it is completely overcasted outside. This way, again, I have full control over how I light my subjects with my strobes. But in this case, I couldn't get away with that. I ended up using the sun to my advantage. I think it went with the theme and the vibe that we were going for. And what I do is that to prevent the harsh shadows produced by the sun is that I use one of my flashes to fill in those shadows. As you can see in the images, at one point I completely ditched the flash units that I was using, and I only use the sun as my main light. Just to wrap up, a really nice short video as usual. Always expose for the background, then introduce your artificial light source, and always be flexible with whether you want to use natural light versus flashlight or a combination of both. And this is what I got for you this week. If you found this video to be helpful, please consider liking, subscribing, and hitting the bell notification for future videos. Until next time, take care.